Well, it is the Halloween season, and our Tar Heel Traveler presents a half-hour ghost special. It's happening on Saturday.
For now, we find Scott Mason in Washington, North Carolina, with the haunting tale of the girl in the yellow dress.
Here in Washington, North Carolina, rests little Carrie Foreman, who, it is said, does not rest at all.
So people say that there's a spirit of a little 3-year-old child who haunts and roams the streets of Washington and the surrounding community. Her name was Carrie Foreman, and she lived and died in the 1880s. Her grandparents, they say, operated a big general store. Carrie loved to stay there with her grandparents, and she would sit on the front porch. They say that the general store was a big wooden store that had a large front porch with a high railing all the way around it, and people would tie up their ropes and reins of their horses and buggies. She was a cheerful child, a very happy child. She was out on the front porch of her grandparents' general store one day, left alone for just a few moments. It was evident that she must have climbed up onto the high railing. She began to walk on the railing of the porch, but she slipped, and she screamed out as she fell, and she fell and hit hard on the ground below. She died shortly after from internal injuries from that fall. Her family was completely distraught, and they had a small casket, a coffin made for her. They said that they dressed her in a pale yellow dress and buried her at St. Peter's Church. Carrie did not rest in peace. She was, even as a spirit, playful. And they say that her ghost began to haunt the area. Out near the general store, people reported not long after her death of a little girl being seen, a little girl dressed in a pale yellow dress. And there was no little girl. It was simply a ghost, an image of Carrie. As time went on and the highways were paved and automobiles came about, the reports of this ghost girl still lingered, but now things were much more dangerous because people were swerving their cars to miss this little girl who came out of nowhere. But every time when they got out of their vehicles and ran over, there was nobody there. It was the ghost of Carrie Foreman.
Do people see her today?
People still see her today. I think she's still just wanting to play and have fun. A little girl dressed in a pale yellow dress.
Ooh,
Oh, my goodness.
Get into the Halloween spirit. Be sure to watch our Tar Heel Traveler Ghost Special this Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.